back. I'm Dana.
I'm Bridget from Shift 1 Degree.
Yes, and today's topic is actually know yourself.
Exactly. I know it sounds a bit strange, but who are you? Like, as in, have you ever thought about who you actually are? Because we create this identity around, our parents, our friends, our expectations, all these things, but actually, who are we?
Yes, because, basically we say, like, between the age of, like, when you're born until the age of 3, that's when you build your personality. But
I think it's even
you
later.
never actually have. Some say even say even a bit more.
Either way, yeah.
But either way, like we build ourselves in those young ages when we actually not aware of anything, and we never actually literally stop in life and try to understand like who we are. Like like I think like one of the things we talk about is like what's your core values, like what's the super important thing for you, what's guiding you in life, like what's like where's the red line for you.
Yeah, so that's what we want to discuss. We want to actually go through 4 tips on helping you try to figure out who you are. And the first one is exactly what you were saying, is your core values. We're not going to go into great detail about core values because we're actually going to do a podcast in about 2 weeks on core values because they are fundamental to every single relationship you ever have in your life, I believe.
I believe as well.
Yeah. So core values are very, very, very important. So that's
because that's what guide us, and that's why it's very important for you to understand, like, what's guiding you in life, what's the values, what's the do and don't, like, in life, and especially like if you have a business or your core values of who you are will come out to your business as well. If you're a parent, it's gonna also be the same. So maybe that's what's very important for you. Just, what my suggestion for this podcast is actually take a notebook, even put a pause now. Get a notebook and write down to yourself these questions. We're also going to put in the descriptions, but just start writing down, like, so what's your values? That's the number one. And the second one
is what limitations have you put on yourself? So what this means is, when you say something like, oh, I'm not the kind of person who could do public speaking, or I'm not the kind of person who could do bungee jumping. Exactly. At what point have you decided that limitation's there and you've put this limitation on yourself? So maybe shift that.
Yeah, I think it's in everything. Like I was just also like participating in a workshop with ladies from different countries, and one of the things we realized that a lot of time it's just about mindset. Yeah. And we did have a previous podcast on mindset, and I'm going to put a link here, but. It is, like, it's all about a mindset. We are the only one who limit ourselves. No one else. Who said you cannot? When I did my yoga, I didn't believe that I can do head balance. I limit myself, and I'm very good, and it's coming so naturally to me. But when I looked at it, I was like, no way I can do it.
But I also think it's parents. I do think it's parents. I mean, I was very lucky. I don't know if it was luck or not, that I did kind of have the parents that, well, I just go and do, and, if something happens, I'm sure we'll hear about it. So they were on the other extreme. I don't know if that's good or not. But often it is our parents. They'll say, oh, do you really think you're able to do this? So they kind of give you that belief. Not blaming parents. I'm just saying that they come, they've got their own story, their own history.
Look, I do believe that you need to acknowledge certain limitations in you, okay?
Yes.
So, but even if you look at it from the side of people with disabilities, the amount of things that they do in Olympics and stuff like that, that means that they can do it. They just find another alternative, another way to do it. And bottom line in everything, when you want to start your own business, it's only up to you if you're going to do it or not. If you're going to succeed or not, it's only up to you. It's how you appreciate yourself, what you give yourself, like just try not to block yourself. First, always say yes and take it from there.
And then see,
And that's what I've known yourself, because if you see that it's not working, so I guess you cannot really do it, at least not now, and maybe try after.
Yeah, later on, absolutely. The third one is what are your dreams? Like my dream, my long-term dream. I've just moved to Hape a few months ago, and I actually love Hape. I just love the whole area. I really, really do.
Oh,
and it's pretty, isn't it? My long term is to actually be living and creating a retreat. So creating like a community. And on this retreat, I would like to do, right?
It is.
I want to do coaching, and I want to do around personal development. So people will come to this retreat, and there'll be a few of us doing various things.
Do the yoga.
You can do the yoga. I want to do the personal development, and it'll be a place where people come. It's like to revive themselves, to reconnect with themselves, to just reconnect with each other. that is my dream, you know, and I've got a vision board which is completed and it's on there. So yeah, what do you dream? What are your dreams? You've got to have dreams.
It is, and you know what? I actually also like to write down something like what are my goals, and that's part of what my dreams are. And I've divided like what's for the long run and what's for now, because that's how I divide it to short
and
dream
big. Dream big.
You can do whatever you want.
You can. You can, and I think sometimes when you're putting these dreams down, you think, really? But there's no harm putting it down.
Look, I've never dreamed in my life that I'm going to relocate to a different country. Never, ever. And I've done it, and I love it. So, you know, like, life surprises you.
Yeah.
So,
dream
big. Like, you know, like, now after doing that move, and I'm here, like, 4 years now, actually.
Wow.
So, it's like, I know that like the sky's in the limit. The sky is not even the limit to what I want to do and how you push yourself. So everyone can do it.
Yeah. So know your dreams. The fourth one is know what you like and know what you dislike. And I do think that's important because that for me really ties into knowing who you are. Because I know I'm not a team player, for example. So at school, I didn't do any team. I did running, I did swimming, I didn't do team sports. I know that about me. So when I get into a team environment, I'm great with collaboration. Love collaboration, love working in a collaborative way. But team, it's a bit of a challenge for me, you know. And I think if you know that about yourself, you can figure out what areas to put your energy and what not. So know your likes and dislikes. I do think that's important.
And it's very important in general. Like even like relationship, like, you know, you want to be with someone and that person needs to know what you like and what's not and how you overcome different things. Because if you yourself don't know what you like or you're not, how can other people know? And then there's a gap, and then you got like a lot of disappointment, a lot of like, you know, in between that.
And people pleasing. I think there's a lot of people pleasing. If you don't know your likes and dislikes,
I used to be a pleaser.
Really? I've never suffered from that, but I just think
most of my life I was like this, and that's part of it.
I think a lot of people do, and I think that's why by knowing what you like and dislike, then you don't.
But it's not because so I can say that for me, it's not because I didn't know what I like or dislike. I like things to be in peace. Yeah. So and that's part of, like you say, we know you need to know your core values. So I know up until which point I was fine to be a pleaser because it was in my frame. But like when it wasn't in my frame, I found a way, and it took me years to learn how to actually, you know, say it and put the boundaries and learn. And I'm still learning because of that. But that's part of it, and that's part of you learning yourself. And learning yourself, you're not going to do it in an hour session or like in a week session or whatsoever. It's an ongoing thing, and you're changing. Things happen to you in life. And events will always come to your life. And every time something will happen, it will change you and it will teach you. And, you know, it will take you in a different direction. And that's part of it. And you learn more about yourself. And also things changes with yourself. I can say that since something personal that happened in my life, I used to be the type of person that will plan all the time. And I knew exactly what I'm going to do every day. I needed to know. And today, after that, I'm not. Like, I've changed. I learned flow. And I don't like planning. So now my friends also need to get used to it, that I'm not a planner anymore. I just go with the flow. So, you know, things are changing, and that's a nice thing. And the moment you learn to listen to yourself, it took me a while to understand it. And the moment I understood it about myself, I learned how to explain it to my friends and for them to know, like, okay, now this is why I'm acting like this.
Yeah.
And it's part of it. So learn about yourself, and it's a journey for your entire life. It's never going to end.
So if we have to summarize them, the first one is, what are your core values?
Very important.
The second one, what limitations have you set for yourself that actually maybe it's just all in your mind, those limitations? And
always give it a try, right?
Yes.
Try and then check if you actually have limitations or not.
Number 3, what are your dreams? Like, what is your biggest dream that you would like to do with your life? And the 4th one is, know what you like and know what you dislike. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know yourself. Those are 4. And next week, we'll be talking about how to reach your full potential.
Yes. And that's, if you look at the different podcasts, we're trying to guide you in a certain way. Because the moment you are more aware for yourself, and the more you learn about yourself and who you are, you're going to be able.
Else is easier.
It's going to be easier, and you're going to have less boundaries in life, less limitations in life, and you're going to eventually achieve your full potential. And that's what you want to do. Unlock your full potential.
Absolutely. Bye, everybody.
See you next week.
Next week.
Bye.